Hi everyone, I am Jessamine B. Parajang, a social studies major student, and I am going to introduce a new educational philosophy, but before that, I have here a flash drive. And right now, school treats our brain like this old tiny flash drive. It tries to cram every single fact, date, and formula into this limited space, just in case you might need it someday. Today, I'm introducing the Learn Fast, Forget Smart plan, or the Doctrine of Ephemeral Specialization, or DES idea. This philosophy says, save your brain space for big, creative thinking, not for facts. The old goal of learning was retention. The new goal is fast access and application. Your most important skill is not knowing the answer, but knowing the fastest way to find the answer and use it to solve a problem. The DES idea is built around 3 roles designed to make you a smart navigator, not a human storage drive. Why this philosophy? Because traditional models are failing the information age. As a future teacher, I know that rote memorization creates students who are brittle. I chose DES because it teaches agility and strategic thinking. It acknowledges that modern tools are not cheating. They are the new foundation. My job won't be to test what my students remember, but to test how fast, smart, and creatively they can use the resources to succeed. So let's have our first rule. Only learn what you need right now, or the minimum viable knowledge. Rule number 1 is about being efficient. We only study the minimum viable knowledge, or the MVK, the smallest chunk of info needed to move forward on a project. So for example, you are tasked by your teacher to make a beautiful Mother's Day letter. So in the letter, you want to list 3 specific things you love about your mom: her amazing cookies, her funny jokes, and how she always reads you stories. You know you need to separate these things with commas, but you cannot remember the exact rule. The DES way, you realize the only thing you absolutely need right now is the rule for using commas in a list. You don't need to study commas for dialogue, clauses, or dates. Just the list rule. You find the simplest definition. Use a comma after every item in a series except the last one. That's MVK. The rule number 2 is the 3-day sprint. This rule is about being quick and useful. When you find that MVK, you jump into a 3-day sprint. You focus 100% on mastering that one specific thing for about 72 hours, using it to complete your project. So students get 72 hours to master that single rule by writing as many accurate lists as possible. For example, you'll make the students list what they ate for breakfast or what they saw on the way to school. The last rule is mastering your smart toolkit. We treat our notes, our AI tools, and search engines as an extension of our own memory. This means class time is spent practicing how to talk to these tools like a professional. As the teacher, I become the data steward. My lessons focus on simple organization, like saving that simple comma rule definition under the tag #list_comma-rule or #punctuation-hack. When students need to write a list in their essay, 6 months later, I don't grade them on remembering the rule. I grade them on whether their digital notes are well organized and if they can use a fast, simple query like find #list_comma-rule to retrieve the information in under 15 seconds. Fast access to information is the real grade. This skill is what saves their brain space for big ideas. Under the DES idea, you are a smart navigator. You are not stressed about retention because you know you can learn what you need, use it successfully, and then store it efficiently. Your freed up brain space goes toward big creative ideas that a computer can think of. That's the Learn Fast, Forget Smart plan, ready to create a future generation of agile thinkers. What do you think? Are you ready to stop being a storage drive and start being a smart navigator? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye!